as I'm walking down my driveway, I see that there is a van that is blocking my driveway. I mean, it's literally, there is no way out of my driveway because this service guy who works for a company that I shall not name because I don't want to throw him under the bus, has parked his van directly in front of my driveway. Now, most people, when they want to park on a street, they find a vacant space.
That's common knowledge. Yeah.
They pull into it, and then they leave driveways vacant because we know that people exit and enter through driveways. This guy, for whatever reason, decided to forego this part of the social the contract. And so I go, well, I have to get my car out, right? I can't, this is not the way I'm going to live my life. I'm not going to live my life with the things that I need to do this morning. I'm not going to I need my vehicle. So I call the company, very nice customer service woman, and she says, can you give me your address? I give her the address. She goes, I'm sorry, I don't see any work orders for any vans in that area. I can't help you. I say, well, what if I give you the license? She says, the best I can do is transfer you over to our fleet manager, but those guys don't pick up the phone. They just respond to messages. And I go, okay, so when can I expect a phone call back? She goes, maybe tomorrow. I go,
oh, I'm sorry.
So I go, okay, great. So I go, I'm just going to tow the guy, right? I mean, I don't have a lot of options here. There's not a phone number for him on the side of the van. There's not, he's not in the van. It's just in front of my driveway. So I'm standing and I'm trying to find a tow company that'll come and take this guy. And I'm looking up the laws, and it says, well, you have to call the police first, and then you can. And I'm just like, oh, please. And so I'm getting progressively more and more irritated. And then finally, this guy appears out of the house across the street. And he comes sauntering up to the van as if nothing has occurred, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, he's just kind of as if I'm not even standing there. And so I go, hey man, this is my driveway. And he goes, oh yeah, they said I could park here, meaning the people across the street. They said I could park here. And I'm looking at this guy and I'm just going, whether or not my neighbors decreed that you could park in front of my driveway does not make it legal, right? This is not an answer to what the crime that you have committed. Like, you have violated the social the contract, and just because King next door neighbor hath decreed that you are allowed to violate the sanctity of my space does not make it just, sir. And so I'm getting more angry with the guy, and I go, yeah, dude, but I need my driveway. And he goes, well, where do you want me to park? And I'm on the verge of screaming at this poor guy. I'm trying to remember, like, okay, like, let's be kind and let's be centered and let's be generous with people, even when they're testing our patience. And I go, I think maybe you could park in their driveway. I'm like, really,
I was about to ask, do they have a driveway across the street?
So when you're so mad that you're talking quietly but in a very staccatic, I think maybe you could park in their driveway. And he goes, well, where's the other van gonna park? And I'm like, I don't have the time or the patience. So I go, guy, listen, I don't want to be this guy, but you can move your van or I'm going to tow it. And he goes, fine, dude, tow it. And I go, okay, fine, dude. And now we're having a bro off. I'm in my yoga gear. I am soaking wet. This guy we're having like a collegiate level bro off where I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm going to get it towed. And he goes, you do it, bro. You do it. And I'll tell the tow guy I'm allowed to park here. I'm like, okay, bro, go for it. So now we're a bunch of 13-year-olds outside of Mrs. Thorngate's 6th grade class. You know what I'm saying? Being like, yeah, bro, I was going to take Sarah to the Sadie Hawkins dance. You know what I mean? Like, and now we're just a couple of losers. And so I'm like, okay, dude, I'm going to call the tow guy right now. He goes, fine, dude, have it your way. Have it your way. It's McDonald's. Have it your way. I'm like, okay, dude, fine. And so he gets in his van, very passive aggressive, slams the door, drives off for some strange and odd reason. I don't think that he was done helping my neighbor with whatever he was helping them with. But my point is like, if you are a member of the service industry, and the name of your company is on the side of the van, and you are wearing the company uniform, and your response to me when I say I'm going to tow it is do it, should you have that job? Is that the job for you, right? I understand that you're a 25-year-old something or other who works for this company, but should you be in this industry if you can't handle somebody in the nicest of ways saying, can you please move your van, right?
Do you not want to? I know you don't want to say the name of the company. What line were they in? Was he
solar panels?
Oh, solar. It's not like he's got a clogged toilet. Dude, move your van.
He's in a solar.
Sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar. Move your damn van.
I was just like, guy, I have your license number. I have your contractor's license number. I have the number of the van that you are operating. There is not a world in which you drive back to the company that you work for and they don't know that I'm talking about you, dude. Like, what has happened to the world where people hate you for being a pleasant and kind human being who says, hey, boss, can you please not park in my driveway? And your response is, oh, well, they said I could do it.
Did you speak to your neighbor?
I've not. No, I didn't. Yeah. I was too mad.
I respect that. See, what I do is I get you need gravel, right? You need a nice half truck of gravel, right? I'd have it delivered to your neighbor's driveway tomorrow. And you know what? And tell them that Jack cross street said it was okay to use their driveway to store your gravel.
I just was like, I'm not an angry human being, my friend, but like that interaction got me to the point where I was in a bro off. You know, I was at that level.
I hear you, man. People are just, they have no respect for anybody else. And I'd start with your neighbor. I'd say something to the neighbor. So the guy's not back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not I'll probably talk to my neighbor. He's a nice guy.